Hey everyone, my name is Grace and I am a fitness coach with Fit and Thick. I'm actually an intermediate fitness coach with Fit and Thick. I basically work with women who are on the beginner to intermediate level of fitness and I coach them to make their workouts easier, right? So if you want to know more information about Fit and Thick and what I do with Fit and Thick, you can catch all the information in the description below. Okay, so this video today is going to be about me sharing about how I thought I was going to be fat forever, right? Yeah, I literally thought I was going to be fat forever. Like saying it now feels very weird saying it now because the trajectory of my life right now is set up for me to be fit and thick forever, right? So I just want to share with you my story, and most importantly, I want to share with you some tips so that, sis, you don't have to be fat forever. Okay, so the first thing about when I say fat, what do I actually mean, right? So when I say fat, I mean like obese, like facing obesity, being obese, right? I'm 5'9", and my highest recorded weight of me actually getting on the scale was 234 pounds. Okay, so if you look on a BMI chart, that is definitely me being past overweight, me being on the borderline of me being obese to severely obese, right? So what I had to do, like I had to make up in my mind that, hey, I don't want to go down this path anymore, right? I don't want to be obese. I don't want to be severely obese, right? Because I know what that leads to. That leads to diabetes. That leads to just heart conditions. Like it leads to a lot of preventable diseases, right? Preventable diseases such as diabetes, type 2 diabetes. Now, type 2 diabetes actually runs in my family, meaning that a lot of my family members do struggle with that, right? So, me looking at them and then looking at my life and being like, hey, I'm in my 20s. Why am I struggling with my weight? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's strange. So I had to make up my mind that I did not want this lifestyle anymore. Now, a lot of people, what they don't talk about when it comes to being obese and being severely obese or overweight, whichever category that what you're in, right? I'm just grouping it all together and saying the word fat. Okay, fat. What a lot of people don't realize when you're fat, you don't have a lot of energy. You feel drained a lot, right? When you don't have a lot of energy, you feel drained, you don't have the time or the energy to work on things that are most important to you, like your personal development, your goals, right? Whether it's business goals or personal goals, you don't have a lot of time to do that, right? You don't have a lot of time to pursue your passions and your interests, right? You don't have a lot of time to really focus in on your purpose. And guess what? When you don't have the time nor the energy to do these things, you can easily find yourself unmotivated, right? Be unmotivated for a very long time, then you fall into depression, right? Maybe that's not your story, but if it is, I want you to know you're not alone, right? Because I felt those things as well. I felt unmotivated. I felt depressed, right? And I was tired of it. I was absolutely tired of it. Okay. So I'm making this video. I'm sharing with you my thoughts. I'm sharing with you this story to let you know that you don't have to be fat forever, sis. You have everything that you need inside of you already to change it. Okay? So the first aspect of the story that I want to share with you, I guess this is going to be part one. All right, it's going to be part one of the story, I guess. So the first thing I want to say to you is where I started from. I started 234, always struggled with my weight before then. I mean, I was able to lose weight, gain the weight back, right? And I was just tired of that. All right. I just wanted to find something sustainable where I could just lose all the weight and keep it off for good. All right. So the first thing that I want to share with you in regards to my journey is you have to change your mindset. All right. You have to change your mindset. If you don't want to be fat forever, you have to change your mindset. You have to really believe in your heart and say, hey, I can do this. Even if it's challenging, I can do this. I won't be fat forever, right? That's the first thing. Within changing your mindset, you have to really focus in on your small wins. You're like winning small consistently leads to big wins, right? So that was something that really, really helped me because it's overwhelming, especially when you've lost weight before. Like, I don't know about you, but I've lost weight in the past and then finding myself gaining it back, right? Within me really following the Fit and Thick method, game changer for me. Game changer. I've lost weight and I'm keeping it off and I'm really, really happy about that, right? So within me following this Fit and Thick method, which I'll get into, it really just helped me because I was able to focus in on my small wins. I was able to change my mindset. You know what I mean? So that's the first thing. Change your mindset because you can do this. You're more than capable of doing this. There's nothing holding you back from doing it besides you, right? I think that's the next point that I want to give you. You have to change your environment. Now, you might not be able to actually, like, okay, let's say if you're living in a house full of people that don't prioritize their health and fitness, don't prioritize working out, don't prioritize making their fitness a priority, you know, eating healthy, all those kind of things. Guess what? You have to be that change. You have to change your environment. You don't always have to move from these people, right? You don't have to always switch jobs. You don't always have to make big changes to change your environment, right? You can start with you, right? So my advice to you within changing your environment is, number one, audit your time. Are you purposely spending lots of time in environments that are not beneficial to you and your goals that you want? If you want to lose weight, why are you spending a lot of time going out to eat with friends that tend to overeat? That doesn't make sense. All right? It doesn't make sense. Why are you spending time in environments that are stressful to you and draining? That doesn't make sense, right? So you have to change your environment. My environment, when I first started, I stopped spending time with my friends, going out, like certain family events I opted out of. And guess what I decided to do? I spent the majority of my time in environments that would be beneficial to me losing weight. And that was at the gym. I spent a lot of time at the gym. Okay? I spent a lot of time at the gym. Why? Because I wanted to place myself in environments with other people that were like-minded. Even if me not knowing nobody there, I was there consistently. Okay? I was there consistently. I showed up, and just being in that environment was a breath of fresh air. A second place where I spent a lot of time to change my environment was the Fit and Thick community. Now, the Fit and Thick community has played a huge role in my success of my fitness journey. A huge role, all right? And I'm very, very grateful for it. Just being around other like-minded women who want to make their health and fitness a priority, all right? So me really just spending lots of time there instead of hanging out pointlessly or, you know, going out to eat every Friday night, like, that helped me. So my first 2 points, like I said before, is you don't want to be fat forever. Here are my tips. Number 1, change your mindset, because you're not going to be fat forever. All right? Start believing it. Change your environment. Gotta make some sacrifices. You know, you want your friends to work out with you, invite them to the gym. They don't want to do that, don't hang out. Like, seriously. All right? Then number 3, my third tip to like not being fat forever. Girl, you're gonna have to put in the work. You're gonna have to put in the work. What you think? You think you're just gonna nah, it don't work like that. I wish you did. But you have to put in the work. You are gonna have to work out, and you are gonna have to watch what you eat. Okay? So here's the thing. If you go online right now, there is so much information out there that will tell you how to lose weight. Some people say fat loss. Some people say try the keto diet, do intermittent fasting, do all these other kind of things. There's like so many ways to lose weight. But the bottom line to it comes down to this, okay? Number 1, it comes down to you being consistent, right? That's the thing. What can you actually consistently do? Because all of these like different diets and methods, they do work, but are you going to work it? And is it sustainable for you? Is it something that you can follow day in and day out? See, for me, the Fit and Thick method actually works for me because number 1, with Fit and Thick, what we do is we make your workouts easier. That like with the actual workout. So we reshape your workout, right? We're doing easier workouts so that we can repeatedly do it and recover quickly from the workout so that we can do it the next day, the next day, the next day, the next day. And then number 2, within the Fit and Thick method, what we do is we reshape our eating habits. So one way that we do that is through intermittent fasting. We definitely intermittent fast, right? So we have a meal timing schedule. This schedule gives us the flexibility of enjoying the foods that we love in moderation. That's the word I was looking for. Moderation, right? But we're still we're learning when to stop and start eating. All right. So that's one way that we do it. All right. There's other things that we do, like count our calories. Right. That's one thing that we do. But I say this because we keep it simple. We keep it simple. All right. You want to keep it simple so that you can just master the basics. You want to master the basics. You don't want this to be, something that's so hard and challenging to do that you can't do it the next day, the next day, the next day. Like, nah. You want it to be something that you could actually achieve. Little small wins. Like completing a workout. That's a small win. Making sure I eat between a certain time window, that's a small win. Drinking a certain amount of water a day, that's a small win, right? Counting my calories, that's a small win. But those small wins every single day, me consistently and repeatedly getting those small wins in every single day leads to big wins. It has contributed to me being fit and thick. Okay? Fit and thick for life. It's a breath of fresh air. Because guess what? Once I started making my health and fitness a priority, I realized, hey, I'm not going to be fat forever. Once I started changing my mindset, I realized I'm not going to be fat forever. Once I started changing my environment and where I place my time and my energy, I realized I'm not going to be fat forever. And guess what? Then the results started coming in. I started seeing this. And I started taking the necessary steps to make sure that the results that I want and my actions align. So I'm sharing this with you because you might be wondering, like, or actually might be feeling, hey, I'm going to be fat forever. I want you to know. That's why I'm recapping over and over again. I want you to know that's not the case. You're not going to be, okay? As long as you change your mindset, okay? Change your mindset, change your environment, and then find a method that works for you. Find a method that works for you, sis. Okay? It's about consistency, it's about building routines, it's about being disciplined, but all those things don't happen if you don't make up in your mind that you want this for yourself. If this video was helpful to you, please be so kind to share it. Okay, share it, tag a friend, subscribe to the Fit and Thick YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Listen, we're in this together, and thanks for watching. Bye.